The greatest lie you have ever been told is that you are only human. Hi, I'm Casey, and I feel like this message was meant to find you today. I feel like there's a lot of people saying that, and there's a lot of videos floating around, but this one is for you. You think that you are only human. You think that all that is available to you is that which is around you. You believe in your limitations and you defend them with great ferocity. You defend them furiously of reasons why you can't, reasons why you're not ready, reasons why you don't have time. The time is now, and you are more than you can ever imagine. You have a crystalline energy body that squeezed itself into this meat suit. You are connected to multidimensional beings, light, and other dimensions. You are the portal, the source, the creator, the one making the choices. You chose all of this. You are more than this human meat suit. And today you need to realize that. You need to understand how powerful you are. You need to understand that your limitations are only as long as your mind tells you they are. Your mind is trying to keep you safe, your ego, and it is responding to the experiences that you have lived up until this point. It is responding out of want for safety. People will defend their limitations and live in their discomfort because it's known. Let me say that again. People will defend and live in their limitations, even when they're miserable, because it's known. You are being called outside of the known. You are being called to see yourself. To see yourself clearly, which is to see yourself as bigger, more vast, greater, and more perfect and miraculous than your comprehension can take in. The greatest lie you've ever been told is that you're only human. The greatest excuse that you will ever use to deny your divinity is that you are only human. You are not only human, and this is not just a life. YOLO culture, did I just say that? YOLO culture has harmed us in so many ways because this is not your only time. You are multidimensional. You have lived many lives, and you will live more. You are loved because you are part of that love. You are created out of that love. You are a spark of the ocean, of the sun. You are that which you come from. We are mirrors of the divine. We are not humans only. We are here to shine, to wake up, to remember that separation is a lie. Churches have done a great job in many ways. Religions have done a great job in many ways. But one thing that they got wrong, and one thing I think that has been utilized literally for centuries, is that you were born flawed and that you need something outside of yourself to save you, to heal you, to change your circumstances. And that, again, is one of the biggest lies you've ever been told, because everything that you need, everything that you want is not outside of you, it's inside of you, and you don't have to do anything to make it so. There's no prayer you have to say. There's no belief system you have to hold. You are that already. There is nothing to uncover. There's lots to uncover. You are more powerful than you can imagine. There's nothing for you to do or be or become. The world told you that you needed to get a college education so you could get a good job, and that you probably needed to deal with your trauma so that you could be a good parent if that's the path that you chose for yourself. The world tells you that you need to have life insurance and you need to have car insurance and you need to have things lined up, a 401k or something, like plan for your retirement, and that you should be okay and happy with trading your work, your personal work, your physical labor for money. That you are surviving based off of what you're able to perform and provide to the community. And this further instills this understanding and this belief that your worth and value comes from something outside of you. And that if you are not producing at the rate which whomever above you, paying you, thinks that you are to produce, then you are pushed aside or fired or whatever. There is this force that wants you to believe that you are disconnected from yourself. There is a force that wants you to believe that you need things outside of you to make yourself happy, and none of that shit's gonna make you happy. I am a hospice spiritual counselor. I hang out with people who are dying every day, and I promise you they are not sitting there looking at the retirement savings and thinking, good job. They're not thinking about that. They're not looking around at their material possessions and thinking, I wish I had more vases, or I wish I had taken more photos or something. They're sitting there and they're wishing that they had followed their heart and that they had listened to the words, the gentle pushings and knowings deep in their core that they heard, and that you hear them. You're just not listening to them because something outside of you has told you that voice inside is flawed, that voice inside doesn't know what's going on, that voice inside is sinful and needs to be shut down, and that you need to get out of your own way in order to make any sort of progress. I don't know how many times I've said, God, help me get out of my own way. And I'm going to tell you, I don't pray that anymore, because I and you, we are the way. That's what Jesus, that's what the Buddha, like that's what they were trying to tell us, is that greater things than these you will do, Jesus said. You are the miracle. I am the miracle. We are miracle workers, beings, and we have been told that we are sinful, dirty, flawed humans. Don't believe that anymore. You are powerful. Marianne Williamson said that in a book that I read when I was first finding myself spiritually. And she says, the greatest fear is not that you are insignificant. It's that you are powerful beyond measure. When you recognize how powerful you are, when you recognize how much agency you actually have over your life and your circumstance, and you understand that the more you lean into that autonomy and self-sufficiency and trusting in your own abilities, that everything starts to shift. And we're seeing things shift right now. Things are crumbling around us. Now is the time. Now is the time to wake up, to stop defending your limitations, and to start listening to the voice within. You have an inner voice. It may be loud and mean right now, but that's just one stream of a voice. There are many, many aspects and dynamics inside of your spiritual body that are waiting in the wind to be recalibrated and pulled back in. You have and you hold all of the knowledge and wisdom that you have gained through all the lives that you have lived. And if you are still listening to this message, you have lived many lives and you are ready to not be in this place of wanting anymore, this place of aching, and this place of proving and performing and people pleasing, because it's not doing anything for you. Actually, it is. It's serving to make you unhappy. You are not here to work. You're not here to work. You're here to experience and to live, to love and to feel pain and joy and to fail and to rise. And we can't do any of that if we're focused for 8 hours a day doing some bullshit job. Now, not everybody does bullshit jobs. I happen to love my job. But I still do it for survival. And that is something that's changing slowly. And it changes in you the moment you realize that you have control over your situation. The moment you decide that you do. Until next time.